Award-winning photographer Gail Nogle pours her amazing energy into every shot, and the results are pure magic. We caught up with Gail in her favorite room with some of her favorite subjects, and we bring you this profile.
Did you do that?
No, I love lammies.
You love lammies. Okay.
And she loves puppies.
Okay.
If it sounds like these kids are ready to have some fun, well, they are.
Okay, you got 2 lammies, you got 2 puppies. Okay. No. And I don't have any.
This is Gail Nogle, award-winning photographer, and this is her studio. It looks like a toy shop or a prop room at a theater, but it's all there by design.
I've got a lot of things in here. They look like toys, but a lot of them are my tools. I watched I Love Lucy for years, and one thing I know about Lucy is that her props were her tools. So I am a prop queen. I do like to put props in the picture. I have 300 hats and a lot of other paraphernalia, sheet music, clarinets, violins, whatever I need at the time.
That attention to detail and level of preparation is what sets Gail's work apart from other portrait artists, and it brings out the playfulness in any child that walks through the door.
Hippity, hippity, hoppity. Speaking of hippity, hoppity, do you know that when you were a baby, I photographed you holding a rabbit, feeding him a carrot?
Gail was a kid herself when she fell passionately in love with a camera.
I was 8 years old, and I had a camera. Brownie Starmite, I still have it. It's sitting up there on the shelf.
When she was 13, a family she was babysitting for happened to have a dark room.
They were going out, and he said to me, when the child's in bed, the film is washing downstairs, please just hang it up to dry. And from that moment, I remember putting that film up there to dry. And I was just hooked. I started taking pictures. He taught me how to develop the film, how to make contact sheets. By the time I got to high school, I was taking pictures of the football games.
And so a career was born. Gail's Mother and Child series has won her national acclaim.
I used natural light with it, and I won several awards on these mother babies that I've done, and it's really something beautiful to see. I like the babies under 2 weeks because I use a soft focus lens, and I still use film, and they need to be sleeping because if they're wiggling and moving, then it's very hard to focus that lens.
As beautiful as her portraits are, Gail is equally talented with 4-legged subjects.
Diablo. That horse picture I absolutely love. I was driving, again, I carry my camera everywhere I go. I was driving in South Texas somewhere, and I see these wild horses running wildly over there, way over there. So I pull the car over and I climb over hill and dale, and the moment I stepped up to the fence, there was the horse with the blue eyes staring at me, and I got the shot. It was one of my favorite shots. It's pretty much says what I like to do, which is go in for the kill. You can't miss that horse looking back at you. It's pretty dynamic.
Gail also enjoys capturing the beauty of flowers.
I have thousands of pictures of flowers that are pretty incredible, but the first probably 500 I was just learning. So after that, you know, it got to be easy, and I look for design within the flower. It's not just taking a picture of a flower, it's looking for design within design.
Although most of the shots are by design, Gail is also adept at capturing the moment, as she did when she found herself in London grabbing a shot of its most famous residence.
I'm photographing at Buckingham Palace. The Bobby comes along and says to me, push back, Queen coming through. 4 hours later. I stood there. I said, if I leave this spot, I will never be this close to the Queen again. So I met everybody around me and I told them, if you please lean in when she's standing here and I'll take pictures and I'll send to you and so on.
These days, Gail's latest adventure finds her capturing such moments on the local jazz scene.
I'm learning to photograph musicians, jazz musicians in particular, blues musicians. I've been to the Bluegrass Festival in Maine in 4th of July this past year. So I'm getting into the music world more. I have photographed a lot of musicians, a lot of artists as you, sculptors, painters. I'm crazy about those people because they've got a lot of energy.
It's that energy that attracts her. So her first love will always draw her back.
Hey! Children are my first love and forte. That's what I like to enjoy. I enjoy doing the most. I understand them. I used to babysit all the time. And when I was babysitting, I would photograph the kids. I mean, I practiced and practiced and practiced. I still practice and practice and practice.
If practice makes perfect, then Gail Nogle's portraits are sheer perfection. This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
To learn more about Gail's work, visit the website gailnoglephoto.com.